What's up, fam? Robin Arzón here, second trimester update. I have a ton of questions that y'all submitted, so let's get right into it. Second trimester with the bump. We still don't know the sex, so we don't have names or anything, but so far so good. And I'll answer the questions that you submitted, so let's jump right into it. What, if any, adjustments have you made to your training routine? Really, the main things that I've adjusted are definitely core work, so no crunches, no twisting. My speeds have definitely gotten slower in my runs, but other than that, I haven't made many changes. The beauty of our bodies is that if you were doing something before pregnancy, you can continue doing it as long as you're not experiencing any pain, any discomfort, any coning. So for core work, you want to make sure that you're not seeing actually things dome up and out. That coning or doming is a sign of diastasis. Diastasis is very, very common. Actually, most women are going to experience it. But adding to unregulated intra-abdominal pressure will increase the likelihood of that separation. So of course we want to avoid anything like crunches. There is a question here about planks. Planks are okay until you can't regulate the pressure. So planks, modified planks, hand elevated planks, I'm still able to do a high plank. But push-ups, for example, I've now modified to my knees or to my hands up. So things like that are just on a case-by-case basis, you know? The beauty of being an athlete is we get to honor our bodies in ramping up the intensity and ramping down the intensity. And in the first trimester, I was able to maintain my normal training schedule. And honestly, I've never felt stronger. I have PR'd my deadlift. I have had some pretty powerful lifts during pregnancy. And of course, these are all things that I was doing pre-pregnancy. And I haven't had to modify that stuff yet. And of course, as the belly grows into the third trimester, it will be a wait and see approach. But yeah, I feel really, really grateful that I've been able to maintain my training schedule. And besides crunches, jumping movements, I eliminated at about week 16. I eliminated things like box jumps and jumping movements out of pure precaution. I didn't actually feel that I was having any balance or laxity or relaxin kind of issues, but I did want to be safe in that regard. And there are always modifications that are just as effective in the workout. Has it gotten harder to teach? Does the bump get in the way when riding? Tips for adjusting seat and handlebars. Not yet. It hasn't gotten in the way yet, but I anticipate that, you know, there will be a point that it does. Generally speaking, you want to raise the handlebars, and also you might want to adjust the fore or aft of the seat itself for a more upright riding position. So at a certain point in pregnancy, leaning over might be uncomfortable, so you want to kind of ride upright. I kind of liken it to the difference between riding on a beach cruiser and riding in like an aerodynamic outdoor riding position. You don't need to be crunched over in order to have an effective ride, so you might want to make the handlebars higher so you can ride taller. I haven't had to adjust my settings yet, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the third trimester. Has your cardio endurance changed? Are you still running? I actually think it's improved. I think with the increased blood volume and the fact that I'm still been able to train cardio strength and definitely some endurance, I feel that my body, there was definitely a period of time where I felt like I was getting breathless quicker, and then my body kind of adapted, I think, to the change in blood volume and hormone levels, and I kind of found a stride. For sure during runs though, at a certain pace, after a certain pace, I kind of feel like, okay, this is probably my max. Not from an endurance perspective, but just because the belly, you know, I can't, my proprioception and my neutral alignment suffers, and I never want to do anything that would make put my alignment off. Thankfully, I have not had any round ligament pain or any pelvic pain, any pelvic pressure or leaking. Those are things that you want to look out for. And if you do discover that kind of discomfort or pain in those movements, you just want to either modify or put that to the side until post-pregnancy. Do you plan on teaching Peloton classes until the end of your pregnancy? I do. I will be on that bike as long as I am able. I launched a prenatal program, so I will have prenatal strength and cycling classes. But those of you who work out with me and have been working out with me, I have been teaching all kinds of classes while pregnant. So it's safe to assume that if I've been teaching those classes while pregnant, I am also programming them safely for a pregnant audience. The prenatal classes are specifically targeted, of course, to a population who is carrying, but I haven't programmed anything that would be unsafe in the last few months for any trimester of pregnancy. So please join me in all the classes, whether they're, say, prenatal or not. Has it been more difficult to manage your diabetes while pregnant? Thankfully, not yet. I do what's called looping. So I have a whole looping system that really helps keep me on track. My A1C is just as low as when I started pregnancy, which was pretty low to begin with, 5.1. So I'm very, very grateful that I've been able to manage it. And that I think that also lends itself to being able to eat very similarly to how I was before. I don't have any serious food aversions or issues with plant-based foods. So I am still a plant-based athlete and mama to be. And I wish I had some like really cool cravings or really insane things that I've been eating, but I actually think, maintaining my normal diet has helped. I know it's helped blood sugar management, and I'm so, so grateful for that. Third trimester, I know things can get, with insulin resistance, and things can get really like a roller coaster ride, and I'm just mentally preparing to give myself grace. We're all doing our best. Have you felt the baby kick yet? Yes, this baby kicks all the time. This baby actually tends to kick hearing like 90s hip hop or like dope EDM drops. I feel it's such a nice, I feel like this baby is already a part of the family, and we're training partners, we're movement partners, we're dance partners, we're rest partners, we're partners. And I try to really tune in, not just to how I'm feeling, but to how I think, what does baby need right now? It's been, that part of it has been really, really magical. What has surprised you the most about being pregnant so far? Let's see. I think what surprised me the most is already feeling a relationship with this human so early in the pregnancy, like already feeling bonded. It's, of course, when you see your baby, you're gonna feel like, wow, that's my kid. But I already feel that, and my husband already feels that, and we already have moments we're already creating memories as a family before the baby's even here. So I think that is something that I didn't expect until actually going through this experience. Workout clothes. Okay, so my process with workout clothes has pretty much been going a size up. I've gone from an extra small or small to a medium in most of my clothing, and I have not found dope maternity workout gear. I will be totally honest with you. I want to now create my own line of maternity gear because I just haven't found the swag that I'm looking for. Really, it's like going a size up usually works, but sometimes the belly is too constricting, or sometimes the pant, like it'll fit around the belly, but then it'll be baggy other places, or it's so hard. Even if you're not pregnant, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to find gear that fits us right. So I feel you. I wish I had like amazing advice and I found some magic recipe to workout clothes, but I've been sizing up and just hoping for the best. I did order some specific maternity styles, and I found that the fabric was like, it was like too much fabric, or too constricting, or too belly focused. So I'm still trying to figure it out. If you have amazing maternity workout clothes that you love, please drop it in the comments. I would love to hear it because I need the advice too. Do you feel like your pregnancy is going by fast? I do feel like the pregnancy is going by fast. I cannot believe we're already at this point. It feels really exciting to think that in a matter of months, I'm gonna get to meet this human, but it also feels a little daunting because my husband and I are getting in the process of moving. So we don't have like a nursery planned or a crib or all these big things that oftentimes you see YouTube videos of people buying and planning. Our stuff is gonna be very much last minute by design because we're gonna wait until we're in this new apartment and have those specs and measurements and all that. So I feel a little bit like I'm behind, but I also trust that I'll get what I need to get in the timing that I need to get it. And the baby needs to be fed and have diapers changed and have a safe place to sleep. Otherwise, we'll be good. But if you have must-have newborn baby essentials, please let me know. I am all ears. I have close friends who have given me some advice, but I'm always open to your must-haves. There's so much. I mean, it's like dizzying how much gear and stuff there is for babies. And I'm trying for as long as I can to keep my home clutter-free. So I'm trying to only get the very essentials until I meet the baby and we're in the parenthood tornado. We're in the parenthood tornado journey and realizing, okay, baby needs this, we gotta get it. So I'm open to advice. What is one thing you'd like to teach your child in life? Oh, my husband and I feel so strongly about creating a home that is filled with love and joy and play and adventure and freedom. But we also want to create boundaries and create structure. So that's the balance that we're going to try to reach. I believe that this soul is already fully realized and we're going to get to know this baby and they're going to get to know us and they're going to guide us and we're going to guide them. And we want to create harmony. Both my husband and I come from parents of divorce, and we really want to create a harmonious home that is also accepting of robust conversation and respectful disagreement. And those are a lot of the things that I want to teach this baby in life. Lessons that it took me a really long time to learn. I want to impart in their early childhood as hopefully giving them the tools and the toolkit to be amazing, kind, strong humans. I think we all want that, right? But I think it's easier said than done when you're in the thick of it. So that is my second trimester update. Feeling good. I know every single pregnancy and pregnancy journey is completely unique. And if you are having a tough time, I am sending you so much love and so much compassion because pregnancy can be an incredibly isolating experience. And that is something that I found surprising, is that sometimes you're so in your head and so in your body that it's hard to even communicate all the feelings and emotions and hormones and symptoms and stuff. So have some grace with yourself. And when you need help or you need somebody to bend an ear, find communities online with friends. You don't have to be a lone soldier or a lone wolf. We are in this together, and thankfully we have lots of strong mamas who have been ahead of us to pave the way and show us some light. So that is me, Robin Arzón, signing off. Second trimester update. That's it. Thanks, everybody.